Mfali Federa. You're listening to Bitilo with Mfali Federa. You're listening to Bitilo with Mfali Federa.
Assalamu alaikum badi lamay lalu ngali kontong ngali bismillah na bitilo kibaro te jangal nal badi malum falli federa ngali kontong bi tenango ay peut karo til woro la mbeni sango men kono a kontondro ko la dron kondal ta ka nyamen dron sa fale ko nga luntango men sur jang wole mu Mankajang Bakary Mankajang di jamale ala ni Mankajang Daily la atele mun na luntango ti jambi na tele bina kacha kala ku jamal la men yalon ko wollel be dending ate o police wala bundirola bungola me alon ko resota sukuda jaban traffic la sanji fla saba commando ani ku ko tangol men nyaara bula wonoma Bakary keda moti me alon ko abe ay ko kiso jamale long kadum atele mu journalist foloti men ni mo jamalu kacata nyin ko kono mol men yalon ko nyaala bawla na radio ko de la kuna ta farmansa bake nyin kitio kono me alon ko Ousainou benu wole kono anin nyim police wala bundirol nin kuko tangol men yalon ko wollel be dendingala Bakary an kontantan se wota keso to Bitilo to jam ngamira tumando bato nyine be kala signa foloti be sot la Bitilo to jam se buleni mol se nyo konton dro ko la dorom an se murna ngana dun kacha kono bismillah
wolen tonya de fallin se wota bake katari Bitilo to bi fanan nay no yes
baraka bake Mankajang mbadingolu ko ngafa nyamen dron wole mu Mankajang Bakary Mankajang di Bakary mu moti me alon ko mo savo fanko silang ala ko farmansra bake banko kan nyin Ousainou Bojang la nyin kitio me alon kana bari musobe wole kono num high court men felenting banjul sato kono ko ngafa nyamen Mankajang ne kita moti me alon ko atele interview follow me alon ko wole dunta aning Mama Jabbie tema wo kira moti me alon ko be dinkara la ko kono mba falali atemu jumalati Bakary Mankajang wo interview kola anatata Cassamance dementi alon ko anim molu fanan kachata mol men alon ko ye ko nyin keso soto ko me alon ko wole sorta Cassamance Ousainou la taro Cassamance nal hakilo bakam Ousainou Bojang e ko ya muta Cassamance le Senegalais la sojerolu wole ya muta ya sika ya di banko tanko bunda molula biring atanyi Mankajang tara Cassamance anin jumalel diamuta molu men yalon ko eni Ousainou benta eni Ousainou diamuta Mankajang ni wole diamuta ku ko tangol min lata bulo noma ngaje ko birin Mankajang benu je birin chocho wata koto banko tanko bunda mol nin kantiol nata foko e sulata te fangolale pour kacha dung inatema même police wolti wo ko nyim fanan lata nyamin o be kala fenti malon ko be dinkelo kono anin ku ko tangol men yalon ko wolle lata bula wo ko be noma so nim murtanan doron sina bla kacha ko.
You're listening to Bitilo with Mfali Federa.
Mbari wolu ngali konto ngali bismillah kote ke Bitilo kibaro de jang APS International wole blobe na Bitilo kibaro koto atol mbem moy ka radio de Gambe banko kan album moy kam Vibes FM 106.1 FM atol mbem jibe kan la kote ngol to internet auto for YouTube lem for Facebook for TikTok lem bam ani WhatsApp group to ngali be konton safale ko alning Bitilo lemu Mankajang kontondro ko la dorom mbe lafila nga kacha folo damendo wole mu nga sabakoma demanding tumando bato mol men yalon ko email long imela a story long simfal mente la balwo kono isa fo molye itele mu jumati anim fanan mun kulel beje bakari la koto mol mamel nun janning e be dunla nyin kibata ni kibajan jango kono i wuluta damento i karanta damento ila kulo belali nyamen ana nyum fen sifa kote ngol
wolen toñade donc mpalli Mankajang wuluta fladu pachare CRR Tata St. Teresa's Basic Cycle School Fulabanta. Mbata jen Tata Brikamaba from there then. Nada Carniving is Senior Secondary School. Nketa je head board kaba 2018 kata 2019. Brimbota je fananga purchasing and supply memo procurement in our study GTTI nga diploma sort in purchasing and supply. Mbata je fanang continue da kata Media Academy for Journalism and Communication. Majak eka kumande wala sign nga start Jebrim Foundation certificate diploma sign mbe advanced diploma lala sa mbe bare mbe pare la je nga dream financial pour law study once mpareta Majak basically nga dindi ya be ke fuladu pachare mende ngole nata combo ma fauna around 2016 ne just right after senior school so but bari muruta nan kabo ob yala tembo dindi yal bije kunjan dingol fanal be keri so man karawon be je bar manna bam man karawna bage so bari muruta nan jang nata hammo soto ka move back to grade 10 after grade 12 still resolve man better bage I went back to grade 10 cutting ka you know ka karang kon commencé nan koten so but alhamdulillah be grade 12 complete la wadi what at least seriousness o dun tanto nga ku jamal fanal bondi nyoto journalism mo kultime alon ko ngo appreciate it, to be honest. I really may inspire wala non Sadio Barote, to be honest. Wala na sometimes mel kana cool jiwe kala fitna na cool mulun tanya because then bring the provinces agas kibaro dole ke e quand même commande dunia be kibaro la men kana every Saturday won ka news la mo na pabil ni na merol fanal fele do tembo pabil ni merol Sadio Barola ko kadi e bake so from those days, from those days, yeah, I think I also wanted to, I'll do something similar at least because Tony and Mole Bunyami, I was like, yeah, I can also become one, in future. So,
wow
to be
amazing
honest, actually, from, what all, what didn't you want until in so good and kana pabil ni merol single nyabe, ko mama nyol pabil thing, ni bota farol
yeah
ni dula ko so cool that it all so nada vananga saje baro nga try for nga mid but delta nala o mid mama wati jamata sasal nata soto bod tembo en guide le domande fana so cool that it a kabin then
amazing.
yeah radio days then DHK ni Yusuf Adaba fana domande ma so TikTok nata ole kono sai nga TikTok en
Okay.
nadulati
So before in TikTok ning online journalism ka menkering, you actually worked in a media house even already bungolo dono.
Yeah. I work with DHK Radio, until like at 3 o'clock news now, with Yusuf Adaba anyway. Then that was
Okay,
one of
okay.
the most news,
Okay. Amazing. I
Yeah.
used to follow in the back of
Yeah. Recently, Jaranyol Nada, but before Jaranyol, Jarani Lamin Sanyanyol, then, in 3 o'clock, Sita Mobi, hey, Yusuf Adaba like Kibara, and everybody tunes in.
No, I know Yusuf very well. Yusuf a radio career nga domandi lonjele, but Niko Jahal Pachar, Niko Pachar Fuladu. Is it the same Jahali Pachar Molka Memfo?
Yeah, the same famous Jahali Pacha.
Oh, that's good.
So,
Well, so naraje ko inata mo jamal sura men kabule noma online platform alto Facebook nin TikTok eka kibaro men sama nan jaka dia molie la fike nyini ka menna yew platform bil nyadi la nun itala miro to bini site ko majibe ya mereka muneke menka molu sawade ndi kamurne la platform do ke la ko la kabule la content on loma.
yeah, basically, Mfali, meyo nonka katale katonya noma. Mbuka la vikilis kala school and na cool kono, to be honest. Kodo diata bonte anywhere, kodo without and mbuka kodo check first. Come and check walling, more melben no, I understand. Ani la no men pana soto I understand. So walen kuti me alon kon teka wale consider before anything else. So ngamera mol fanali wale suten na kulto. Koninga memem for because ika kebal dol moile mel be hani base ka foi memem mankaja ma from mamera and tebelala kuma but nindi amta mol kalo ne kom cool belari nyame. So I think womu kulti me alon ko mole lanno mol la lanno soton na ngamera womu kulti me alon ko fanna following siata do mol kala fi ba ke kan normal. Yeah.
No, lano is very important do ko kono sako fango nibe kibata kibata bundaru because mo jamalel ke jigo sembela kibarol nin ku ko tangol so misal fe nin kibaro findite kan kibar kuta kuto teng wara selta kibar kan ika atente nyadi le fajanni ba a janjanna like what are the baselines ika menu jibeje.
Yeah, basically, tell a fella do follow because yala momo nala skilling anyway. But kana time o tale ninki baro findita. Mboka proud ko I'm the first person me a sabi wala me a for. Sometimes I news jela kana colleague soldier kasia. One kana time tale sometimes for 2 days, 3 days. Then na call ke. So with that, nga ko ni normal bakele. Bring comment section or because you call ke at least ne comment section all to check. Isi moji me alon ko ida be jele wala molo membe je ya understand wala modo for me alan ka ketala sina ala feeling express comment section order so nka all be monitor at least ka all verify fan call melbe kere because ya ne okeda ni mo comment je don at least e bal ne bo mari reach out la nyami so at least more kote on melbe finti la fan ka react to that particular incident wala to that particular case wala to that particular story so it can all be sort of so near time alter at least you can call jaba kese water no before you present la more. So these are some of the things like mel normal before doing any other thing.
Okay. No, I want us to be able to establish that you have an editorial criteria kabula men norma janibe kibarul fintindila and all of those things. But Mankajang Silang, I want us to move to the Ousainou case. Ousainou Bojang, anabari muso, konga fanyameng kabirimbe kol dadikam. Ye to lelu 2 meaning ko ito lelu police officer nyunu bung. Police officer meni alon ko ye lelu bung kidola ye fula fao. Ekono sababara mata sukuta jaban traffic light. Ikera motime alon ko bulata ko noma. Bari, la fa ke ñininga menna malam fo bi ni site ko ma fele e hakilo se muruno lungo kanne lungo menna ye Ousainou la ko kibaro soto biriya ko kibaro soto ibenu mintole anim fanan what was the immediate thing mennata on in your mind?
Yeah, basically mfali the 13th of September 2023 benu nabongo kono when news findita ko koy modole muta nung jululung Cassamance in respect to nyin case. So bring go for at least small be natalol janjankang kumol be finde kam fanan ko iko musudole ko muta because audio fanan nata finde ko musudole ka muta memo mamati ado be steri nung sukutale some fanan na finding sol ke ka kata pruka mama la number sort of from a colleague member sabatirin sukuta as well. So bring natalol so that was also following the case come mo ko don ba for kanyami ko in Atabanko kan so I try to contact mama about Kunyin then I in Kalamutandi ko Watembo nga call I think that was around 7-8 akonyen ko Dolphin sign and Futata bitakang food le but nimbota jedrong I will let you know so nga call around 10 akonyen still man free at least nga call I think the last time nga call almost sinya sa oketa nung 12 le kaya mbela fela nga kachaso because ngala audio so me alan ko at least I started more panic in call another grand akonye isina somanda juna konye mfombe sabatin sukuta le bod bimbella la yarambambale so o yarambamba dinkirato nala kachala cool nata tenne so basically near Ousainou na muto for nyine kutin seme remember no je
but mune keta mayatin na yaje ko okay nying mbela flale ka kanadang coming to take the next step pro ini mama si ina kacha like what happened because to nyalla faro men kera nyim police officer la dimitale police officer fula wolu bunda sabanjango baramata ay molu barandi banko kan bari amanke bundir follow the wara fari follow the man sorata gambe banko kan. What was it about the case? Mune benun case la kodo me yat na fam fo ya feel ko okay. Abe kumalele, you know, for me to go the extra mile ngasim falta kabula nyi kuono maka dango bondi pour ni mama si na kacha.
Yeah, basically I'm fairly in case kete, you know, wala ning incident happened. The only thing is, as journalists, you can try at least, you know, ka public opinion all time, you know, at least called Norma back, to find out, you know, from the public, it have a statement towards that particular incident, or towards that particular event, or case. So the same thing happened when case ninketa the amol besiarin audio cotton finted and people were saying all kind of things against mama. I understand. Other people were saying go mama la cool siada mama mo nyineti tapaleo and that's what people were saying from the public. So I was like, look, since this is what people are trying to say against mama, I think at least Monyan will find out like to sit with mama, Kalon the kind of person she is as well, you know, Pruka, you know, Kachajin sort of. So these were some of the things me alonko ainte bula pro you know kasingolta I was sorry kasimfadata put ni mama kacha sort of kuola because nin kuketa mol bekela opinion of and a lot of people were not trusting mama then mol malalanum from the initial stage audio finti da be kumol be for you know against mama so you know walling hammendi pro na kacha sort of nga cool phone jibe na at least ka pro ka jama kala mutandi cool be lari nyamin na wole interview ni initial.
So pour more many alanko maybe imang ko be keso so probably they are watching this for the first time or Ousainou la ko imam me biri dunta ko to wara biri meta bulala ko noma. E can you audio memfo. Can you tell us a little bit about the audio? Is FM phone moli audio la ko audio jumala ya fintindi what was the audio about anim fanang mune fongo audio nyim fintindi ko fem fo moli audio nyin na ko ba e can you audio memfo de.
Yeah, basically, in particular audio mama le record no, while she was in Jolulu. So audio ni natalo le janjanta nyola you know mem Ousainou be siri nun da time on nako Ousainou futatama. So in the audio mika mama le moy nunga be diamula kai tandala ko all lafta barole trouble la in that audio ka tandi ko all lafta barole trouble la bari maje ala e nati jan demete long you know bari fele nata fo jangi be siri but basically ni audio ni lam comme code fond ya analyze nyame ko ibuka Ousainou la kuma kan wala diamo fond moy back fan audio ni na code so that was the audio anyway ka mama le moy diamo la akafa iko munga baro call ye bang something like that you know abe ole fokan audio kono you know but basically ibuka Ousainou moy back audio kono kadiamo adon code fond fana yole tandiko audio ni after carefully tole review nyami ko there is no person ka soni mo dami you know ka confess audio ni kono so ni audio ko le asabu ndefana finti da prukata pruka mama interview so after the interview fanang you understand still public bediamo sifa be for kotenke ngana bagol pang kombatu ngata jululu you know so from that mama from the audio to the interview with mama from the interview with mama wale at least sorry you know again wale na tripo connect to jululu
no mbina wotole andi pour mole men yalon ko tumato e malon manka jambe audio même fokan pour ka mo information dika kibaro demanding la faje dorom wala mo audio ti melon ko e ko Ousainou ye koy wala kono ko atele ye police official bung aketa audio ti melon ko e ko e ka fo muso me ko Mama Jabbie wala ya record wala kedano Ousainou jadidi Cassamance tundoto Senegal banko kam Mankajang before janimbe wutula mbe audio nyimplele mol be sa la moy nim mo be nga audio la moy nyola nsina ngi nyinin kay tela miro mo muneti audio nyinto bari fanan nsina tenten kachala nga jibeke eni Mama Jabbie la interview la me alon ko wala soto da Gambia bari fanan yesim fal menta ye interview men fanan soto Cassamance Senegal banko ka nga jibe kadaba ki nga murna
no fa no kutu ame ma Jama konta ko ngamunke
Aku te baro til pour kalma.
ya lo ngop mo kilim fay Ousainou lo fa mo fay la kotu ame ma
Minta kila ma. Ambil baik. Dia kau dinai. Luar aku boleh kau ke dia boleh ke dia aku. Dia aku mau mana sudo nya wanya aku nya kau yang putih apa.
kuno ni min kedate probablement min kedate nka men fo sai kuno tuyele fu suto le ben kiri kan ko police fu la fat sai ngamba bun ko lete ni be diamo police ba da so gutu kilin fa o fe wala le tang fondo mo sala mo
Boleh pegang dua orang punya mal. Betul ni kadang boleh kelas sharing kerapik lagi.
bari mi bara tambitara de e Ousainou no
Musim ni, saya tu 2 bulan nak benda je pun tu je. Anda kalau ada bagasul pun kena bagasul lagi benda esok. Di badal kol. Na bije na do man to mo na pam pun tu bago. Lo kino ko bagasul sana lagi. Bagasul besa kaya ko. Pro na kena account ko ni. Mo do esok ko lo fera o sia tu. Mo do sa ko ni. Porque kaya tu boleh benda kaya sudah.
Todo ni na number yalo.
Motor ni.
Hello do lo number yalo.
Piso 406.
Hello number yalo.
Number plate.
Number plate 3596. 353. Pozoni 35. 9.
Sekarang video.
yo
Sekarang video.
Nate video.
ko de ndelo
Ini data ukur.
ko de ndelo mbarinki
Ajibe. Ila number 5.
ite mangala bari ni nati galo na kan
Ini udah number.
ha tu do ngam en fayi ite ndelo ala ke minna ten ala ke baro minna ala ke adama minna ite ndelo temo
Ibi dara mundol.
yenna la famille temo bi ite min ke ten ya man sala to tinya kodi
Onu saison banda
ha
saison.
ala be sambaro to tinya parce que bi police fulo nyimbe way faytale ko kono est ce que mo kunyuma o mo kubete
Ada dama.
Ah?
imaje ala wala to khadama din kan nyonto ni kodi ngai nyonto ni kodi imaje ala yisaba
Mine karo.
ibo tayina ta fo jante
Pada mine karo.
Ah?
Maru jana.
afele adama be siri kodi
Maru
ala imaje ala kito la kan sai imaje sai da be na jante be dia mu kan telefon wala ajobe
Maru phone bi jamar.
Mom.
Suko. Niko ba termina. Dokundonde. Maru do mu nafle ko.
ya min kala wala ba
Yalla mun mun dara problem. Ko mo nafle. De garso. Maru ko ni betia. Maru ka ban betia. Xada man nda mu ga moje problem ko no. Mu ga moje problem ko no. Ma ko no. Abala falende bi. Digana ra ko ni ko jiberla te jamba. Pour no ma ko jibero. Ka de bar musman. Ni ma ko ya ta suite.
My husband is 68, 264 pounds.
mbari ngolu ngali kote ke bismillah alieni audio mem moyten nyina mo katati malon ko wala sodata nu e ko wala mo audio ti malon ko e ko Mama Jabbie wala record wala keta audio fananti malon ko e ko Ousainou ye e koy wala to ko ay koy Mama Jabbie ma wala kono ko atelem police officer bung ay police officer fula fa sabanjango baramata mbele nga audio moy nyola Mankajang tumando bato ifane audio nyin lamoyle malum fo kukola le yala moy bang fo janini Mama Jabbie be interview sot la le yala moy bari la fake nyin ka mila biri audio nyin moy mune nata ila miro kono mo jamano la
Yeah, o jamano la bring audio la moy. It sounds to me comme mo nyanta ko nyin normal le ka other side from fana moy. Because ne audio nyin normal to be honest. Constantly ka Ousainou moy comme tubabo nyin na doman ne famuruta en na fengol fanal basic ka KDC nyol la. Yeah, I understand. Ko abe bank call for kanjere. Yeah, I understand. Come code mem for definitely from initial stage man point my J aka bundiro for that to be honest in the audio, So we volunteer force pruning mama for interview so ka call Kenya jibe.
and then audio nyum fanan kono ika moyla ka foko fo birin tambita sukuta la nga molje siari njele something like that faka sukuta la faka minto fo bari aman sene ya baki bari ko tombo njele nga molje siari njele ngo moyle
Yeah. I could
and
also. Yeah, I'm
men kana yalon ko yes so ndala reaction momenti I work with audio nka audio recording kenole nka editing kenole and all of those things ngamen realize ni audio nyin kono akamta ko audio kuntun jamal ye wolel kafu nyoma because ni audio nyi na moy eka jump cuts moy jele eka jele ay bo audio kilin to ay saw nga ta lado do ni hakilo di jedore ko moy so we may tan wala muko audio jamal kafu ta nyoma même man ko indema wala muko for coming many video nyim publish for wolel ya edit wo nyama bang a editrim bandi ngol bota police wol bul tenne bang I don't know for mama fana ya di police wol la tenne bang be man koy je bari ni audio ni lamay dore kala nako it is edited so bari la fake ni nka menna bring ina interview soto ni audio finding kola I'm the for you
Yeah, basically pour summarize rek ka chat I call narrate rek comme Ousainou futata tema nyami ya understand because I started from scratch. He met Tanyami for Kuol Bantanyami. Ko atema Ousainou Lonnu. Nyine adare kaya Alfusainey. Keomen na voice moya ni mama bedia molen Alfusainey. Afanan testified before the court. Atelen safety guard also found. So akole ya kiaka. Wale Ousainou dare gate about bring Ousainou futata tema. An email be ja falling straight ko mata fenna so at la explanation na ko ha Ousainou fon barta wala nya kay ha mata fenna during the interview I wala tandi so ako nyala lo call facility pour que security involved so ate fana yala telefonota ka korka to call me alan ko ate identify ko mu president na sister ko ayo dingole call rada memu musati Amaro Musa Fanam Fintitanum Court or something like that anyway. But I explained in the call I contact gal contact Katambini Musa Tola me along omo president sister di monte ko te for call Tandinyami so wal fanal nata call fanal connect nya pour security involved then it wal fanal a call arrange ground or proka Senegal la police wal fanal involved so wol ning jantal benta jiboro le kol bon ni nyoto so itol ni Ousainou na tanyo wala nya Gambia
so ngaji fanan ilata Cassamance wonata elani interview kola kodi
yes
so munemu interview do ye mem moy eni Mama Jabbie la interview nyin kono me ya tinna fo ikumata ko fansita Cassamance ngani ko bandije
yeah basically mfali kom nga fo nyame from start ko nyin kol ku kote ne
nyaje lafaka woto nyininka is it because fenne fota inala interview kono ite fe memme ngomuda wara fenne beje me alon ko ijigital ko atela sataro kono ada sata jele andum faysita Cassamance ko dango nyimbondi wala nan ke nyininka
Yes, basically come ngam correct. Yalo nin kuo keta still eke hakilo to molle to melalan ko yo mari long from the comment section to more cotton melalan ko new mari sabati. I understand. In case keta this is how even investigative journalists all cool connected. I understand. So then from the public honeybee Nimamala interview may convince no call Tonya Ousainou is the real guy, Mama and Memuta. And people were not anyway, Manke Ousainou quoting in quote, but more mala Mama le found. Yeah, from the initial stage, Molgan, no mama, no. So come for a look. Na interview call off and number tungata jululumbanga call find out. Let me talk to parties me alanko. Mama told mention within that interview ngol I mag nga futa wolma. So we'll see jululu. Yeah.
Makajam minata jululung le bari laftale hanibi nga tu nying interview follow me alanko ening mama e wala sotonu. Ya satala ko interview ñu sorota yaram bambale. Nata kalamuta ko. Correct me if I am wrong. Interview sorota korda men kono yaram bamba eko president Adama Barrow la kordalem membeji ida tel tamu o abadin sudina tam. I don't know what you can tell us about that. Anim fanang birita je do you know ko ikata anu demendo president wala molle liamu president wala yamu anim fana yemu na cross ninje interview de la famaro.
Yeah, basically mfali yeah ngalo ne ko mama be steady ndami yarama because I tell I explained here konye nyund akonye ni ibina yaram bambale mbe sabati la wolto president bari musol dinkirato I think nga record sol fanal so me alan ko it can prove that so anyway manke nta for no president for yala brala sister le tamu dinkira nyim fananti bayin tata fananga for security kilim for fulanga ol jige mele uniform kurtol damma dum denika green all le bela teng line soldier denika digital deniko kamendung so basically I think wale but ngalo ne obviously ko mbedame brim futa ate president assistant introduce ni akonye nyine president assistant korka den o musa to fana yo introduce ni ngamro odoko do bije me alon ko fa tola president founder something like that o fana doko ke o fana mbejele so ngalo ne obviously ko mbedame president assistant la wala president family la area long anyway.
Amanso na mwiswaso dundi la main kono de.
Yeah, to be honest, what they buy no
Because nya dinge nyini kawala amanke ko watilem as a journalist ika wuli iko be mo interview la ita tara president ya wara president bari muso ya wara bari sutu ya so la faka understand le bring ya kala muta ko ibo dinkira si fala do amam fendi la main kono about cool membe be caring banko kan klaro kita police official fata bari fele siring president bari sutu na dinkira do mbe interview ke kan nimmo me alon ko wako at ko a cdale I don't know what was munabenu la main kono at that time.
Anyway, mfali Menkatarina mind connect is like, this matter needed
just
to be
the interview
investigated. That's the only thing. Yeah.
Okay, so interview kilimo nyindo bini siza ye feleke komala. Is there for fence tara interview nyindo maybe interview watoto janibi interview bekela interview nyum fon kono kuma kangol mem fota bini siza se menu fele safu ko now everything is making sense.
Yeah, I try to connect a lot of things, from the old audio me interviewing may result to the interview fauna, court testimonies, and various interview fanal ngamel conduct no during my visit to Jululu, yeah.
Okay, Mankajang saying lafta nga ila tamo kata Cassamance lafta nga dum wala kono saying. comme ya fa nyame ye interview ke biri interview ke chocho sembo nata wara eko based on mol men ka bulela content no ma yala payto be so ye interest men je la koro anim fana mol be mol men fo kan interview la koro dol ba fla ko okay maybe there is a need pour findi ni moko demol fana eta e kacha mol men yalon ko wolel to be findi kan nyin ko kono na radio silo londi kata Cassamance jululung isa fo mole ni nga tere haklo ya muta lun jumale tata je enin jumala benun silo kan anim fanang, you know, is there anything that stand out silo kan kata atenin Cassamance jululung?
Anyway, Tripo Kata Jululung was within the 21st to the 22nd, you know, and they didn't verify and all about it, but in that through the pictures on that particular day, I can remember anyway the exact date. But it's within the 21st to 22nd, you know. Yeah.
Ini mama ale fongo tata bam foi da maltata.
No. Nil Lamin Fati le tata, you know, Lamin Fati or Kelfatu anyway. Because then them and Jululum found
Okay.
Mambrika but Paul, so.
So jululun ta kere nyadi le biri karaje was mama involved kon ka foi ko okay mbe paso dilele sitani mol se diamu karra no fele ni futara ya call ina nyomay or something like that. How did that go? Comme wulta le tata je ifane nyinin karo ke ye tolu men moy audio kono basically ni se mol wasim fal explain no mol yedro.
Actually, smart journalists don't do that. They quite more contact, like, you know, on issues me alan ko ite ba ko jibe ka, you know, o si ku jama wulu no call kono len. Maybe ninga contact o ke kabring at the initial stage o si kudo wulu no, but based on tool nga me moy audio kono, you know, nga all grip dorong, bring footer then, because I was told ko jululu manke o sate about it, so bring footer like a locational ni told ni in kadron. I'm all fine out near Kachasot and that's all.
No ni ajin nyinin ka wala nun la falo na la fo coming mama jay fana ye interview nyum facilitate le yalo ka sotole. Ndenge long ha wala la
Brimbota mama lungomena. I think that was the last day Nadiam. The only time she called was Brimbe Jululum. You know, Abe Jaring Cordamento Tata Nunjele. When I left there, Prukata safety gara sojenu. Murutana walia Pruka Foyoko in Onteka Sele. And I was told whatever I've been called Kanaba, I didn't pick the call. Yeah. So Wolfanali attending ko aponga. Wolkonya I call Kajan na ko ina idea mo ino ko okay ba call, but I didn't call since that day. I think it was for past some months ago. I called Kelako. I invite the Malon Abe Mintole. You know, I finished what I left a for the Gambian or let me go meet her. Okay, but I never turn up.
nying kadanta nu komande ka wal fare basically last year.
Not basically last. Within this year. That was just after her testimony. Or after giving her testimony rather.
Okay, Mankajang hani bi nying Cassamance silo nying kang biri bita kang foku kere safa menna ko tere maku police wali muta sila kang bang you know ye muta ye detain ye interrogate wo keta silo kana bang border to bang for checkpoint hold to bang. Did that happen at any point?
No, tato man happen. But when I was told Mama Konga call, you know, it gave me another feeling, to be honest. You know, because the member silo kan kind of brought something will happen. Honest to God, I have that feeling Kube Kelale when I was told Mama Konga call continuously. So, you know, after I miss call of Fananje, so I was like, okay, bro, either border to wala nim futa dan kai, but something will happen. Nim mental alamin party can attest to that. So, you know, very tempo I was on standby.
Why? Your feeling sort of no.
I think that's natural anyway.
Is it because you remember the interview kono bang for?
Basically, I don't care what about. I think that was just a natural feeling. I don't feel
So we
comfortable.
no la fa fala lembe murana wotole interview men sodata tumando bada kumol men fota ani wasifal bari la fa ke nyinin ka menna believe dunta biriye boda sawng idunta Cassamance kono jululum ye jumal ini jumal le nyoje ini ye mune kacha if you can take us through that.
Well, I would not love to talk about that.
Okay, why?
For some reasons, I will not.
Okay. Okay, so but ngajele biri dunta itara jululung. I think based on ila testimony in the court, I think we public knowledge that is. So if that's okay with you, we can talk about that.
Yeah, we can talk about anything that's in court. Yeah, we can.
So ngamenje wala muko biri tara jululung Cassamance itata garaso ledo, right? And then
Yes.
in Alfusainey be kachasoto. I think that is very relevant to this conversation. Alfusainey mol men yalon ko ye audio nyumwe audio men play al tulo ka ke kanam fulale kango moyje Mama Jabbie kango kola muso nyin kango kola men na kuma kango be ngunu kan duma wala mu Ousainou di bari ke planja wanyin na rakala mu ko wala mu Ousainou Alfusainey di isa fo moli jumala mu Alfusainey di ani munatna ina diamuda ana mune fanam foye.
Yeah, Alfusainey la kuonata just from Mama's audio ko wala safety gara so de me Ousainou kiaya wala Alfusainey kuma dintela interview konan wala asabu nga approach fana. So basically nga men for court wala keta before nga record mala I was not there alone. I was there with a colleague. Me alam ko anyin ko witness la lamin fati. Before record ako tubabu ko and this will lead me to say something me alam ko logically are connected to that particular audio ngamen lamwe because attention netane ko initially janinka interview so da ko Ousainou tubab kumole fate so but then I'm loving grand la interview la yeah so brings garas of on a president on a pro kadiama ya kuola wakaine ekuo melon cool kone bole explain na bring an record al mala topic on change ta ko far kumole fai but near previous audio lamwe eka Alfusainey mo la kafo mama ko nyin ko asula da mako rola do ninga moja la fita mako rola inka wule le ngalo amari yeah so basically man that's
So
it.
Mankajang ye fenda Bojang, which is men jakalo warata iko janning ebe maiko record botingo datila janibe Alfusainey la interview kela akoyene ko Ousainou ye tubabu kumole fonte
In front of Lamin Fati, yes.
so bari biri recording dati ay kumo fali
Bring kumo falling to nyonya kona jibe oketa, yes.
so
And fali the time that I was conducting that interview, to be honest, I think when foundation level, long when it comes to interviewing and other things I think koningolon kunung that would be very helpful.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So bari imagine ka muna na la story faring.
Yeah, anyway. Yinin Carol man, foot a wall too, But I don't know in journalism anyway, bro. Sometimes basic things only phones are analyzed no left as well. So that's it.
I think that the fact that Ilo Banke Okiti Bungokono was very instrumental. It was one of the key issues, contradictional, like Coleman bota nyokoto bankola case kono nyinkitioto. Birio bankeje. Bari la fake nyininka menna. Wado men nalbo interview kekam. Ya itandile ko chef de garage fo nyin nata jele. Me nyatun kake garage wala Ousainou be do ko kekan damendo.
Alfusainey, not Ousainou.
Alfusainey, sorry.
Yeah, Garasola president was there, yeah.
Okay,
He was present when during the interview. But before the interview, Ntol nate mo saboda male beje nte lamin fatia nate, you know. But then nga manele fomba katen grand la interview. So brio na ro ka but Simon and problem od. Ka you know ke record ye fengomel la yo explain ko kono munen problem od ye then okay. So I can't take it like in a video format, it was in an audio format. So we took pictures of him and that's it.
Mankajang, so I just I'm not gonna press you on this, but just coming through molsa kalam sa drum. When you say ko any molmen diam ra Cassamance any manta diam la, is it out of coming journalistic coming kela social protect lembang, or is there more to it?
Yeah, anyway, Fali. Malafika diama fanala.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah, but in a big way too, I wanted to protect them as well because yeah.
Okay. Okay. But imanke mol di safa men nako maybe betanko bunda mol lelto or something like that. What I be do ko
Anyway,
ini
Fali, I
ko
don't know about that part. That's it.
Okay, that's fine. So I'll respect that. Mbadi ngolu Bakary Mankajang be kachala tele be Mankajang Daily koma. Bakary Mankajang ko nga fa nyaming atele mu journalist foloti menning Mama Jabbie kachata. Mama kera musoti me alon ko ato be faramansari mbake katum nying Ousainou Bojang ko anim police fa ko me alon ko wole be kering gambe banko kan atora ra fintije bake katu iko audio men kono Ousainou ye koy damento ko atele mo faake e katele audio ni record anda atele na reke modi fana me alon ko ye million kilingo sika ka di menna kati iko atele mansa kunda kibar foye Ousainou mutano nal hakilo bakam biriwo police bundiro kedanum mansa kunda e kankularo ke ko moye mansa kunda makoy nin kibar la me yatna fo ye momuta membe nyin ko koma ebe millions killing sika la ka dila so ni Mankajang be wala kaja kan jam be jibe lo ke kan ani Mama Jabbie la interview le la kaja men sotote tema ala ta Cassamance ani mol menu diamata ani kuko tangolu men yalon ko lebe dendi wala na raji ko kujamale fanan nata wulu nyin Cassamance silo kono ani nyi interview me yalon ko Mankajang ye wala sotoje ala areso nata bulo kono ani kuko tangolu la fakana ka wala jibe bari ka fale doron ko APS International wala blobe na Bitilo kibaro koto APS kama man kodi kiyo nin kodi tale karola Gambia banko kan ibe dawda dunia kono ni la faka kodo ki kata APS kata Gambia momo e doron ise mona fan APS la ila kodi ki da diata molle me alon ko ila kodi ki nya fanan tariata bake andu molle fana mu men yalon ko Gambian company lem fengo fen dunta APS doral salon ko abetula Gambia le agalinge fasa Gambia ko lemu mbari ngol nimboro dom nse tending Mankajang I want us to look at eletaro Cassamance kono hanisay janning mbina ila murula na Gambia kono biribe nun Cassamance ay tan ko ni Alfusainey diamata malam fo ni moko dem fanan diamata melni Alfusainey manka kelindi ba
Fali, I don't want to talk about that aspect.
No, I mean in terms of ila interview yemen conduct in the public interviews yemen okay. Like, were there other people that you spoke to, probably yemen lela platform or publicly for more? Is there any other person that was interviewed?
Interview keta jululung na gaman disclose. Unless ni Alfusainey la
Oh,
kacha
okay.
oda mala disclose before the court. So whether there is more or interview than Alfusainey da mala, I don't want to talk about it. So interview
Okay.
so to the jululung disclose the court da mala, and that's it.
Okay, so muna at nung interview mampli, for example, even in Alfusainey la interviewing you, for example.
Yeah, upon my return, I bring out a suit yeah. Ala dolphin with nga connection also. So I receive a call, bring me audio phone, ning wala bring me kuonying. Anyway, jululun trip onyi bring back try can analyze na bon kono. Bring return tanga call sort of from one of my close associates. Me nyintandin ko, nga call sotole ko, ye nyinin kaila location on ko e malo e dami. So police will left an arrest la anyway, So bri manjelang yen call pro can invite. But the intention was kana kantarim bedami ka arrest. But so bring, nine colleague and kalamutandi ko nyina then mfana ye yabula no. So data la hunna boycotting
Ela kalamuta na futa reji at the time police or mulad ne la fe arrest la no.
I didn't know that's best known to them,
But in ate arrest la bamfo?
Oh, inata yale, but he moved so, na gal bri they were very, panic, young call it when you even mean to Cause therefore moja ma can call her. So but not the sister came up panic tell anyway. So very way call it, I could baby told a guy, fintita. Konya more than not a Kenyan in California for money. So but then, information of foot at the lobby to let's start a call. Bring a call, so I also call few people, Melanco, not cable, So I talk to them. So other people, Safari all start and it becomes a news.
But I'm trying to understand why did the police want to talk to you? Is it because of Itata Cassamance lebang for because of the interview for
Because to be honest, I think they just want to know men sort of from Cassamance. I think that's all.
So Birinata ye call le ko ite dankuitade dankubang for ye arrest le.
They didn't call me. After arrest So when I was called by this individual, me alan ko yo call le pro kana location or long. Therefore yabula. So it was after that Birinata je manje call ke konye nate yala meter je can you come to Fajikunda police station. So unko young call wato muna is not within the working hours. So mboka finte anyway. Nko intinano for some. So young call ko den ko ngamal phone ko be around Kedise, but I told them come Mantari Fajikunda. So when you go to any nearest police station, ebe down and into, we will get you from that place. So then, call my lawyers and other people then, I no turn off, man na diamo koten for someone that. So when I wake in the morning, they found out Fajikunda police. So these guys were call Mankajang Natajan. So I called me batunje. So I waited, in after then, ngin kan kata min to le ko nya anti crime then ni membi jen ka gal ko ngata anti crime. So then I have an more inform call and media start to do demand,
So ye samba anti-crime, what police station of Fajikunda imagine ka fenda?
No, all time. No, Fajikunda all phone come all ko nyelo ko e batu, So it all Fajikunda police beje all I don't think all damantare ku kono je,
So alnarata anti-crime, membe banjulindi.
Yeah, paliu lando kelle, paliu jawra lando kelle.
So birita anti-crime ye muna foye?
Anti-crime, being put as somebody name ASP Gay, Ako gale ko drunk, he's here for detention. So gal fana anti-crime all konya natile konge detained. So ntol membe ntol ka wala mpuke detain. So ela boss konya anything sula tala, yen kala mutani, we will provide it because since we jam pruntol ye detain malumuna na ye natija. So anafuno landije.
Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, ngana funo landije so then yendundi sielo kono. So Cielo gonna Ousainou la brothers all mid jail and some boys as well, Melbourne food as well, Melalanko. Investigate all K engage about the incident,
So yal be soro nyokane Ousainou fana mbelu jelo bam fata be sel coordinator.
Oh no, Ousainou kana jele. Ousainou once lengaje jana. La conference room dolo bije once lengaje. So bring dunta je ko yate fintini. So yeah, definitely because Mama Jabbie can nun komal. I was nindula kideta. I was trying to talk to him, but mbenya ton kan ya lan ne ko mbe Ousainou ay kan ne so ko ya te bon DJ so ya te fintin DJ wala nya
ne chance ro num purina idea mo la fa nyin kala num
I will really talk to him, man. I will really talk to him, man.
yetili jelle ke je
Yeah, like 3 days.
okay so after ini interview na sore ni tema interrogation o ye nyin kamunela
Yeah, yen ka di triple lan ko yen data jele. So yen kan na funo la nga funo duibul. Mam funo men soto no fobi. So cool lata wala nya.
You gave them your phone to go through your phone?
I gave them my food.
Yeah.
Yeah. So food available.
But specifically ye nyini kamunela, is it ye interview menu kelembang Mama Jabbie interview nyimbang?
Basically nyuluma nyini ka kubala pumpam. Yem profile jail kan criminal muta anyway, So yem profile and Yero said, of I told him Senegambia was there. Kandokel instructor asked me about certain questions. Fonga Mankajang Daily register. They were asking, fonga right channel or normally to become a journalist. Wangam Bre Gambia Press Union la Safero Jonate cool in the anyway, So but then Bekonodola also talk to other people outside,
So what
At least Dolphin mo alfandin la dinimbe dulato at least. Nin killing fula nyaka sin na killing Dolphin. Yeah, mbejele at least nka news nyol normal anyway. In mol ba read la at least nka for in some fana sunya to jibe. Hanimbe kono to nyanya. Cause men kata internet, Facebook, TikTok ni muta dula kile at least ya. Fasila for information ol sunya la damani. So, but men fana keda every day, you come kote on nati o sale or kono. So, nka olfana nyini nka mene be banta. Kol be nyade.
So muna ila mind kono watu sila tale numbang ide tale bang for you feel like okay ndamantana ketana tenna.
Yeah, I was just thinking of what will be the next step. So anyway, call Mankajang back because with Diamond after Siala, I told them I wanted to talk to my lawyer. When my lawyer said tell them that you don't want to talk about anything, let them go to court. I also said the same thing, and that's that was everything.
So muntu male yebula like biri bebula la fana yemuna fana mfoye.
But remember yembula de third day in na wularo. Because if I show that na document or la passport or link ko down. Aning na cable la ID card. Wal fana la ID card wala ni say mol soto. Ngama wal be ID card dol la ñenen na anin defa wona telephone ani say na telephone available
Oh really?
Yeah.
Baringolu ning Bakary Mankajang Bojang Mankajang Daily atol mem jibe kang dulado al dim Bitilo bawo ngal soto jang mo wuli killing mo keme woro anim feng sa vale fananko al subscribe na YouTube channel oto al ka subscribe nyameng akan wakilindi wala nyama anda ka kibaro fanan janjang sonendi wala nyama nal subscribe tale belongo ma fanan ninga kibaro di dorong ibal kibaro dal bibla la bo ko ko men ba kibaro sotla Mankajang silang lafta nga demendo jibe wala mu kol nyimbe kering tolati nimbi isita yekoma fele because I want us to move to ila experience with the court system but it be nisite ko be fele with the benefit of hindsight comme même bien ala findi ko nyimbe kola itala miro rete ya mira mune sorota from that interview nga follow wala what do you think happened in that interview Do you genuinely believe?
Which interview exactly?
Mama Law interview.
Yeah, anyway, take one fence to even for the only thing is, the court the judgment and deliver, we all respect it. That's the only thing. So I cannot say anything about the interview court and
But how about the case though? Case nimbi sita ye mire ko be jibe membe fota kene bara mem fota kiti bungo kono ko lata nyamen na Ousainou la balango the kai confession menke. I just want to know to the extent where you can comment about it, it's a memfono je wokang, ela miro mu muneti bi nie ko be jibe.
Mfali, na miro mintirek. Jade me analyze, during the judgment or deliver la nyami, that's the same thing I want all of us to, to believe in wala ka comment or, maintain anyway. Yes.
Okay, since you jete la mu kiti telati high court ben ferenting banyu sare kono ye Ousainou la kitio ke te damento wala kitio te ko Ousainou bankola mol man selandir keno tumiro la men denga kangoda anata sa kangodi pour Ousainou se bula tumiro be jolonga kangoda atena abare muso fango Mankajang la fake ninka menna isa fo no mole bang what it feel like kake seda woti kiti bungo kono tumando bato nyine musinya frodi yebula kiti bungo kono. I don't know if that is correct. You can tell me if I am wrong. But how was that experience like? Being there as a
yeah, it was the first time at least Kabula witness box or kono. To be honest, Tako Kubale, because I was like, ngame long ko kono be oda male fola. More than tone no la like even during the cross examination or kuma bulanda kono no ngame long ka ole maintain and that's it. It sounds like a good experience, me and ko Asia no more so that was it.
So bari ila sataro kono naraje ko kiti bungo na rafo ko ye interviewal menu keje Cassamance ibe lafla ila edited and unedited version la coming ye menu edit aning imam menu edit interview men yalon ko wolle sodata nun ya sata ko elam walo man tare bulu nun adi sa ko police wala elam walo mun tebulu were you able to produce the recordings?
No, the order Mendy was just to produce Mama, the interview that I had with Mama Jabbie, the edited and the unedited. It was everywhere because Brinte a post. On social media to share it. So that's it, During the cross examination, bring the prosecution, Yen Kala told them other interviews were on nafuno me alan ko mantaring bul ko tenga ba police ole bul ani sai fabe fonson kan faman da fonson kan bito ambe bul ja
Bakary la fike nyini nga mel na sai ku jamana be foka nyin case la koro mbe story jama balel moy kan story jamal men yalon ko mo jamal be ima keso soto bari la miro e ka wala fo based on information o men soto men be kene baro ika information o bele moy dol ba fala ko drug traffic le nyinke dol ba fala ko sojaro le men be men ko ye ko nyin seda ya ye ku soto jele nga modul fa mele ka fo fam fe ka soutiande économique la ku jama be fo kanje ete iman nyin ko report drong bari nin ku mu safu fanko idabula ka ko nyin konole andum njigita fananko akona te sula bake fanam ibulata ko noma ikira sedo nyin case kono kiti je high court la fa ke nyin nga men na bi ni se sita nyin ko le beji be men be keta itala karaw mu mun di nyin ko re de amira mun keta. What do you think is the most plausible explanation? Because ngala no high court e me yitandi wala mu ko Ousainou make yalla wo is different from probably Menketa. So I'm just interested in understanding based on YMMB Balu, YMMBJ, imembe suteje ila jiko mu munati ninga atara nun ya miro sota koro ko wala keta.
Basically I can't tell comment because until na investigational was not based on Jumale Farol ke was how Ousainou arrest anyadi la ninga mulle fonu investigational stopped also. Perhaps as he came after say investigation do launch no proka long more be coming in anyway, but I cannot comment on that. I have no idea anyway. Let me put it in that way.
Baringolu nsa mo sabo fanko sila rilo sutiara tongola Bakary Mankajang wala mu na luntangoti bitilo to jam na telebe kachakan ko lamene alon ko wallelu sorata atenyin Ousainou Bojang la koto Mama Jabbie ani nyi bundirol mene alon ko wallelu sorata police la karola police mene alon ko ye wallelu bunkido la nun sukuda jabang traffic light tuje nga moja malu soto men ben jibe kan moja malu fanan men yalon ko be la miro sata kan kol beta ka nyame inter kachaning la faka Mankajang nyininka nsafo mole fanan ko ninga tara ye nyininka rol soto be la fla ka Mankajang nyininka men na nse kilim fulata nole ka Mankajang nyininka bari ka fale fanan ko atul membe moy ka radio to album moy kam Vibes FM le 106.1 FM men felenti manja kunda sate ko Mankajang nyin ko ker nyi bir nyin ko bebe ke kam biri bula nyin ko kono Cassamance ge motata ye bula fo kiti wato be kono fo ni mo sorata man sekunda la karala ini mene nyin ko kajabang ko nyin be kerin ko la fo ko nyin bira banda biri ye bula police ni mo ma kaja ko rek.
Well, I cannot comment on that. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Mbaringolu wala mu Mankajanti Bakary Mankajang. Mbafule ko baraka bake ye wato menta ka kafum majambi Bitilo de jang kontan dan se wota ke so de jam. But ninga atara fanan kube je bela flaka mensara about the experience na kachama mfuda da mendo fanan. You're welcome waseke nsara tote.
Yeah, basically, just Zimen say I know all indiko, ni more memmen kono, so to anything that has to do with information. Nyantela mind to learn. This was a good experience for me because inside for a role tell a school of journalism that a man cool bonding to param come investigation because if I had the word investigative journalism, I'm like, yo, I think I have to be one. So we inspiring kuja mal bonding to and in atina fanan konte give up no and another investigation. I don't come say a cool came falling. I don't people who knows me, all the people who know me rather. Yeah, I don't care when it comes to that and other thing. Men temo moment it tonya mole munti, call it straightforward. So even if I'm to reveal something cyber sort of let it come. Man. Yeah. So that's it. But it was a great experience. May I encourage Lefanan to do more investigation on issues and cases as well.
Do you still talk about this case?
For now, I don't talk about the case, to be honest. For some reason, my family, advised me on a lot of things, and now Mutanino, they were so worried and all of that. So I don't want to put them in another pressure. But I can go ahead with whatsoever. But there are people me consider as well, And now I'm a family member. I I have a madam who is just 22, so something like that. So I cannot stay away from her for a longer period and I feel like I'm miss from her life at this moment. So that's it. I consider a lot of things, to be honest. But I love to be, I love to become one of the, one of a great investigative journalist in future anyway. And Belad step it was a great
But
experience.
why do you think of Tumando Bato kanying kakachanying kuala asebula no problem kono mole ye
No.
idandala akuala bang?
I don't think a symbol no problem cutting corner because if that was the case, Tambinu, by now Nyanda Kuko down face like by all as family members Meralan ko their concerned associates, if they advise you about a particular issue ko since you are doing it for the public and we could don't raise control journalism la sartol nim cool ni wol natale but then he told Vanal Kadiamo, AK Jabbie camera. At the initial stage I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna post this to any to the last dot, but then they're continuously talking about the issue and I have to pack it aside for the meantime anyway. And thank God case in Bantale. So let's wait for the state's appeal and from there to see mung step court and everything. But I know cool be bola nyoto
Bari mote je men na ke won ke pipindi ke selandi ila dungola nyin case kono de.
Anyway, I see sort of know, but I don't want to talk about all those things. It's okay.
Bakary Mankajang abaraka bake.
Thank you so much, Fali.
Abaraka watu menda ka kafuma. Atul membeng lamoy ka radio to album moy kam Vibes FM le 106.1 FM. Atul mem falam ben jibe kan blalto internet to dal nim Bitilo le ma alama atilo to diala. Alama mbeytan kala katani katatul la. Wassalam. Ala baraka APS International wole bloben na Bitilo kibaro koto.
You're listening to Bitilo with Mfali Federa. You're listening to Bitilo with Mfali Federa.